Yankees are being linked to a Brewers ace. We're going to get into that. But first, I got to give a special recognition. The first American Pope has just been elected, or nominated, or chosen. The first American ever, Robert Prevost, the former Cardinal. He's now going to be named Pope Leo XIV. So congratulations. God bless. Born and raised in the U.S., Chicago, grown up. Villanova grad. Okay, and he follows a very similar belief system that Pope Francis, or the late Pope Francis, follows. So, which is compassion towards people and social justice, and compassion towards LGBT and a lot of folks like that. So this is a very good moment for the world, especially America. We need a bright spot right now with the people we have representing this country. We need somebody like this, a good American beacon of hope. So, but shout out to them. But with that said, the Yankees are being linked to Freddie Peralta, Brewers ace. Now it's Buster Olney. And I think that if the Brewers continue to not compete, he might be on the market. He might be on the market. Who's a terrible pick? Hamilton Harris. Why you say he's a terrible pick? Can he straight from here? Why is he a terrible pick? So Freddie Peralta is a guy that can, we know that Garrett Cole's not coming back this year, and we know that the rotation needs some reinforcements beyond Carlos Rodon and beyond Max Fried. So, Freddie, I don't know what the cost would be, but he could be an appealing piece for the Yankees to add. A baseball Pope, exactly. A baseball Pope, baby. He should have come out there with a Yankee hat on, but he didn't. He came out with his Pope outfit on, so it's cool. Just happened a little bit ago. It was pretty cool to see. Jonathan, how you doing, my man? Shout out to everybody in the chat too. Campbell Joe, why is he a terrible pick? Consul Yeti, Ken. Oh, by the way, gang, so there's some chatter that the Orioles traded for Luis Castillo. That's not the Luis Castillo that people think. It's another Luis Castillo with the Mariners. That's not the starting pitcher Castillo. It's a different one that's been traded to. Yeah, Luis F. Castillo. But that's not that. So I'm glad you just brought it up, Ken. That's not the guy that's known as the former Ace Castillo. It's a different Castillo. So this guy, let me pull it up here for you. And I've already looked into this. Where is he? Yeah, Luis F. Castillo. That's him. That's not the guy that folks think it is. Not the guy with the dreads, the long hair. It's a different Luis Castillo. So they just happen to have two guys on the had two guys on the roster with the same name, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, Ken, right? But it's very easy to be excited if you're as an Orioles fan. But fortunately for the Yankees, it wasn't Luis Castillo coming to the American League East. So this trade, what trade? Oh boy. Oh, I know. Did somebody actually put this out? Did a channel actually put it out that Luis Castillo without fact checking it? Oh boy. Well, we're hearing that the Yankees are Buster Olney's now. He's also linking the Yankees to the Brewers with Freddie Peralta, who's their ace. He became their ace when Corbin Burns left to get traded to the Orioles. So, and I wanted to put that out again because this guy's name is being mentioned a little bit more frequently now. And nothing out on Arenado yet. And again, with the promotion of George Lombard to Double-A now, I think he's going to be more suited for their immediate plans more than anything else. So I think if Arenado somehow got traded here, he would not stay at third base. That's once Lombard came up, he would probably move to first base. But with that said, it sounds like the Yankees are just not showing any interest in Nolan Arenado. I think they're happy with, and again, with if DJ LeMahieu comes back and is healthy and it looks like he's being productive at least right now. What's legit caskets? The Pope is legit, the new American Pope, but the Luis Castillo being traded to the Orioles is not. It's a different Luis Castillo. It's not the guy who was a former race with the Dreads. He's still with Seattle. So, yeah, that's not him. So well, let's just make sure that we got the right information, we got the right names out. It's as soon as you see Luis Castillo trade from the Seattle Mariners, you automatically think Castillo. I get it. I totally get it. I almost fell for it too, but I clicked on his name on MLBTradeRumors.com, and it's a different Luis Castillo with a different stat profile and everything. So the Luis Castillo that we're thinking of, like this guy here is, he's 30 years old. He was with Detroit Tigers in 2023, and he's with the Mariners this past year. 7 innings pitched, 2-2. He only has 49 games to his career. And most of it's been in the bullpen. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see, Brandon. We'll see if Arenado gets moved here. Oh, the ace from the Brewers, yeah, he's being linked to the Yankees again. Caskets, yes. Hasn't been traded yet, but the Buster Olney's man. I mentioned him a couple weeks ago because his name was also floating around, and even Cameron Mabrin suggested the Yankees should trade for him as well. So the A's series, I think it's going to be a good series. I mean, the A's are a better team than people are giving them credit for. So I think it'll be. I mean, they're in second place. The Mariners in first place. So we're playing the 2 best teams in the American League West. So it's going to be. I think it's going to be some good baseball, some tough baseball for the Yankees. So, but I mean, if the Brewers do want to give them up, it might be, nothing wrong with looking into it. The question would be the cost. I don't know. But that whole, because I don't know how much. Let me see his contract here. Freddie Peralta contract. Let's look up his contract here. His contract is, he's got a club option for 2026. So he's a free agent officially in 2027. So there's a club option for next year, but which obviously if a team is going to require him, I would imagine a team would exercise that option. So I'd say 1.5 years. But we'll see. I don't know, Luis Vasquez. I don't know. This is an interesting one. But again, this is the second or third time his name is being brought up in trade stuff by some of the more prominent beat writers. So something must be being talked about in the back end that we're not hearing. Right? So, Alex, I just know that win-loss totals, I mean, they're going to be playing quite a few teams that are over 500 now in the next batch of series. So all 3 teams, next 3 teams, the Mariners, the A's, and the Mets, all over 500. So Yankees have some tough series, tough baseball coming up. So they do have off the next 3 seasons they're on. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, and like if you look at the construct of this team right now, the bullpen has blown 5 games. Okay, and the offense has carried them. So for the most part, with the exception of Max Fried too. So I would imagine any reinforcements that come in would, whether it be trades or guys coming back, would be bullpen, and I still think they're going to bring in a righty bat. I just don't know who. So we are repeat Cohen tax players, so we were pushed back 10 spots in this draft. We don't know that they're going to be over 300 next year yet. We don't know yet. Ron. So it doesn't really matter what you're at. The payroll's at the beginning. It matters where it's at the end of the season. That's what gets calculated in terms of not only revenue sharing, but penalizing teams. So, but yeah, Jazz is out for a couple of weeks. They're gonna play. Yorbit Vivas quite a bit. So hope he gets some more opportunities. And like when DJ LeMahieu comes back, my guess is Pablo Reyes will probably be the guy who gets optioned. And then when Stanton comes back, my guess is they'll move on from Peraza. Sequentially, that's what I think is probably going to happen. But anything, who knows? Who knows? Those guys are righty bats, and we'll see. But yeah, I mean, infusion. Like this is one reason why Yankees are infusing a lot of guys like Austin Wells, Jason Dominguez, Anthony Volpe, right? Some of these guys on the cheap, Luis Hill, because you need a combination of young, controllable players on the cheap to go with these expensive contracts. So, and give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna turn the TV down. 1 second. Thank you, guys. I had to turn the TV down. Somebody's mowing the lawn outside too. The landscapers are out there. But we'll see. We will see. C's King Gown. They'll probably be in on one of them. Yeah, yeah. And when we will not have Marcus Stroman's 18 million. Rizzo's buyout will be gone. That's another 6 million. So we'll see. Well, we'll see if they sign QO free agents. We'll see who gets a QO. We don't know yet. But of those guys, my guess is all three of those guys will probably get QOs. So, and we'll see. We'll see if they go after Tucker too. It's going to be really interesting to see what the free agent landscape is going to bring us in 2026 or the offseason of 2025-26. So, yeah, Michael King. I mean, he was good, man. He was good. He looked good. So did Schmidt. Yeah. No, I mean, King's sound. I mean, I think he's gonna have no shortage of suitors. He'll get probably a couple of 9-figure contract offers. That's my guess. So, yeah. I said it, Michael. I would be considering extending, guys like Volpe and Austin Wells, and at least those two guys. The other guys, I'm not sure about yet. But those two guys, I'd want to lock up for a bunch. Mark, so Saucy's in the building. What's happening, man? Just wanted to get on for a little bit, just talk to you about this and see what your takes was. So again, Freddie Peralta's name is floating around right now in Yankee circles, and Buster Olney's kind of leading that brigade right now. Money does talk, Cards. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. On occasion, players have turned down the Yankees for less money. And they basically played elsewhere for less money. So, like Greg Maddux turned down the Yankees and signed with the Braves for less money. So, yeah, first American Pope, man. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Yeah, the Yankees are expected to give up more. But again, the Yankees farm is better than people think. That number is deceiving, that 28 ranking, whatever. If you saw yesterday, George Lombard just went from like 86 to 23 in the top 100 Baseball America top prospects. So he moved up almost 60 spots in the top 100. But when guys get promoted to the majors, the farm takes a hit. So, Pope Francis was not a bad Pope Eagle. Why? He was a Pope that practiced compassion, and he did exactly what the Bible teaches that politicians do not practice. So, that's. I feel good about this Pope, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of good. I mean, a lot of the Yankees pitchers are on the lower end of the system. They drafted heavy the last couple of years, so those guys need to work their way up. But I'm liking what I'm seeing, the progression of these guys, and which is good. But the Yankees have a lot of good prospects. Well, exactly. The highest pick the Yankees had. Yeah, the Yankees don't really pick high. Pennsylvania transparency. There he is. I'm just going over chatting briefly here before I get back to work here. Yankees are linked again to Freddie Peralta from the Brewers. So Buster Olney's pushing this now. I know Cameron Maybin said the Yankees should trade for him before July deadline and stuff. And I know the Yankees are looking into arms, and the Yankees are looking into right-handed bats quietly. But that I know for a fact. So, what? Well, that's the thing too, Jonathan. Yeah, I mean, I hope the next CBA allows trading draft picks. I hope it addresses a couple things. So, but I don't know how much it's going to address. But trading draft picks, the revenue sharing component of this stuff, like yeah, QO component. Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of people sleeping on Devin. He cleaned up Luke Weaver's mess, right? Luke Weaver's, you know, he's been utilized quite a bit. Now he's a little bit tired now, right? Fatigue. So I, give Luke Weaver a break. But Devin Williams came in, shut him down. So even though he walked a couple guys or whatever, but it was still a good thing to see. It was a confidence booster for him. And like I'm not giving up on Devin Williams. I know a lot of fans are going to do that, but I'm not doing it. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, our starters are not giving us enough length. Well, Carrasco now he's gone, and Will Warren they're not giving us enough length. So they're using like Weaver a lot. They're using Cruz a lot in Yarborough. So which is good. I'm glad to see that we got 4 or 5 pitchers coming back in the next couple weeks. So I saw that Steelers traded Pickens to the Cowboys. Now they got what do they have over? They got a couple of wide receivers over the Cowboys, right? Yep. Yeah. Beater, he's got this downward arcing pitching, and he's got good arms. He got good heat. I like Clayton Beater, and he's the guy that we got in when we traded Joey Gallo to the Dodgers. So, but the my question is when these guys come back, like you got Jonathan Loaiza coming back soon, very soon. He's already in AAA. You got Clayton Beater. You got Jake Cousins working his way back. You got but Luis Hill working his way back. Right, you have a bunch of arms coming back, so which is going to be good. I just don't know who they're going to swap out for these arms to come back in. That's the key. Cousins, yeah, Cousins was a beast. Yeah, and John Loaiza's got a big arm. I just hope he stays healthy. So Matzik, I think they're going to keep around Duran only because he's money in the postseason. Money in the postseason, but we'll see. These other guys that are coming back need to be upgrades over Matzik, need to be upgrades over Leiter. So yeah, they got Rieselman, they've got Alan Winans, we got Schlittler. There's a bunch of arms in the farm too that could contribute coming up too. I too, Palvis too. I wish they would raise to 28 man as well, and up the level of pitchers. I mean, you're allowed to carry 13 pitchers max. September 1st, you're allowed to carry more than 13, but not until then. So, I have no idea, Mark, if Kirk Cousins is his cousin. People are saying that though. I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, that's it. What bullpen moves get me? That's a good question, Ken. I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, well, there's no better lefty replacement. And you got Masick, Hill, and you got Yarborough as the 3 lefties now. So you can keep that. I would. So maybe they do move on from Leiter, but I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. In all honesty, this new guy, Yerry De Los Santos, maybe he'll be a guy that gets optioned with the DFA. So yeah, Schlittler, Cam Schlittler, Schlittler. I think that's how you spell it. But those are the guys that are projected to come back, right? And it's gonna. I have no idea. And again, with the pitching limit, you can't swap out a position player for another pitcher now. So it's got to be 13 pitchers. So it's got to be pitcher for pitcher. Unfortunately. So Hamilton, Cruz. I mean, Cruz is not going anywhere. Devin Williams is not going anywhere. Neither is Yarborough. So you're probably right. Matzik and line makeup, but I'd be surprised if it's Matzik. I doubt Hamilton goes, and Hill's not going anywhere either. So yeah, Yeah, they don't. Well, they were supposed to be 28, but being a repeat offender of the Cohen threshold, they dropped 10 spots to 38. So, but that's their first pick, 38. Yeah, maybe they'll trade somebody for a compensatory pick, and maybe you can get a compensatory pick before 38 or in between 38 and the next pick. So we'll see. Yeah, yeah, Schlittler's looking good. Schlittler's looking good. And again, like I said, I would hate to be Boone, but I would love to be a fly in the wall, listening into him in the war room making these decisions. I don't envy those decisions he's got to make. So yeah, I mean Carrasco's out. Um, yeah, they might do a four-man rotation in a bullpen game, or until they bring in another. I have no idea. We'll see. Nathan Evaldi. I doubt Texas will trade him. I like Evaldi, but I'm not sure Texas would move him. Guy's got a big arm though. Evaldi. He does have a big arm. Yeah. I always wish he would have gotten it right with the Yankees when he was here. He wasn't hurt and so on. So yeah, the pen's getting stronger. Pen's getting deeper. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens. Evaldi is like he's older. Yeah. And Hill comes back. I hope so. And then it looks like Clark Schmidt is kind of rounding towards in the right direction. So in a few more sites, I think Schmidt will be up much better in much better shape too. So he's still working from behind because he missed a bunch of time. So when we get Hill and Schmidt performing well, then that rotation's scary. It's a good rotation, man. So Eve Ross is on. He's already started his rehab assignment. I hope he stays healthy. He's maybe one of the most unlucky Yankees. We've had him, JT Brubaker, who is working his way back too. So he's another unlucky Yankee with these injuries, these freak injuries. You know, De Los Santos. Yeah, it's a bunch of guys. Pittsburgh did fire their manager Derek Shelton today, Pittsburgh Pirates. So I don't know who they would trade. There's no way in the world they're trading Skeens. So well, that's the thing. Efrost is. I mean, he hasn't shown his ability to stay healthy. And I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, if Cole was healthy, this team would be better right now. But we do have a lot of bullpen. I mean, again, it's a good thing to stockpile these guys. Then when a guy needs to go down for a little bit of a break or work on some things, you get a fresh arm up here. So it's good that the Yankees have a lot of pitching depth now. Yeah. Young, where are you hearing that from, Merck? And which young kid are you talking about? Alan Winans. Where are you hearing that from? I mean, we talked about him for the last couple of days too. He seems to be the most logical. The most logical guy to come up. But I said, why is he? I think he's like 29 years old. Winans, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Yeah, Paul Skeens. Imagine it. Skeens is a whole nother level. But he did get hit pretty hard his last time out. He got 3 home runs, walked 3 guys, so it is possible. Bednar, Kelly, Brian Hayes, yeah. Well, Brian Hayes is a bunch of controllable years, so I would, at this point now, with the way George Lombard's progressing, I'd be surprised. I think it'll be a more short-term guy that they would trade for. I'm thinking. So, who's there? You keep saying they're saying who's they? What up, Steels? What's good, brother? Brewers, yeah, Freddie Peralta. He took over as the ace once Corbin Burns left. So, and they're being linked to him again, Freddie Peralta. 0-4 against the Cardinals. I'm telling you, man. Cardinals are his kryptonite, man. Which current major league manager has won a championship with the Red Sox and Yankees as a player? As a player. Good question. Well, they've already made a corresponding move to Carrasco. Tyler Matzik was the corresponding move, the immediate corresponding move. But yeah, Pope, first American Pope in history. Yep. Yeah, well, exactly, Steelers. Yeah. 3-star, yeah. I mean, the rest is bullpenning. Like, so I guess the Yankees will bring in a starting pitcher. Who, I don't know. I'm not sure who. I mean, it also depends on, like, Peralta has this year, and then he has a team option for 2026. He's a free agent in 2027. So what would be the package? Trump will tell you, yeah, he probably will try to take credit for that. And this guy's the complete opposite of Trump, by the way. So, but he probably would. I'm the reason it's an American purpose. Be a long time before we see Jazz with the three. Jazz with the 3 tiers? What do you mean? Jazz with the 3 tiers. What's a big mistake, Beagle? Oh, Kevin Cash. That was. Did he play with both teams? Oh, it's a good one. That's a good trivia question right there. Oh, tears in his oblique. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, he says he doesn't feel like it feels like 3 tears, but that's what the MRI showed. So, yeah, I knew Kevin Cash was a Yankee. I just didn't know how long he was a Yankee. Let's see. Yeah, we will see. MRIs do not lie. No. When I tore my hamstring, that MRI showed that nice tear in my right hamstring. Yeah. For X-rays show the breaks, MRI show the tears. So, but that's it, gang. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Yankees are linked to this. I will keep you updated if we hear anything on the Yankees, especially as it pertains to Freddie Peralta, which I would be surprised, in all honesty, if Brewers trade him, but you never know. They traded Corbin Burns when we didn't think they would trade Corbin Burns. So we got Hedrick. We also got, what's that other guy too? It's another pitcher who pitched well in spring training too. Michael Arias is another one too. There's a lot of good arms I think he can call up. You know. And that's the question, CMB. What do the Brewers want in exchange? So, yeah, fast. Yeah. The Brewers will want to. Schlittler is another guy. God, it's not Schlittler. It's I think I gotta put on the thinking cap here. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and who the starting pitcher is going to be, I'm not sure. Same thing to you, Pennsylvania. Same to him, brother. Harris is on the minor league IL. Yeah. So is Spencer Jones, but it's only a 7-day IL. Like Freddie Peralta would represent the real starting pitcher. Wine is another one too. He's not thinking Sean Boyle. I think his name's Sean Boyle, right? Raiselman. Lee Brandt. No, I don't mean Lee Brandt. Sean Boyle. Yeah, that's the guy. Boyle is in AAA. Yep, he's close. So is Winan. So, yeah, yeah. Cole, Freed, Peralta, Rodon, and Hill. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. The return package for Peralta, I'm not sure what it would be, but you have to give a decent amount. Not as much as you'd have to give up for a Sandy Alcantara, but I wouldn't be giving up a lot for Alcantara anyway, since he's not pitching that well. So there's no way I'm giving up a Lombardo or Jones like people are suggesting. I mean, it must be nuts to think that we're going to do that. No. He's been trying to what for a while? Tristan McKenzie? I don't think so. Well, hang on, Steels. Let me look at that. Tristan McKenzie. No, not yet. Don't look like it. Yeah. Yes, he has. Alcantara has been awful. Yep. I'm curious to see what type of moves Cashman's going to bestow upon the team, bestow upon fans next couple months. I'm really, really curious. But if I was Cashman, I'd be all over it too. I would too. Yeah, but Lombard and Jones are the two untouchables for me. Mm-hmm. Beater is another one who could start. Yeah, so I mean, so could Yarborough. Looks like they're kind of stretching him out. You know, like we need somebody who's going to give us from some reliable innings now that Carrasco's not here anymore. So, yeah, taking out of rotation, AAA. Yeah, yeah. Boyle has been dealing, man. I like Sean Boyle. I liked him in spring training. I think he was good. He's another guy that I would keep an eye on as well. Yeah. What? I'm wilding. You would throw Jones in a package to improve. Package for who? And you wouldn't trade Dominguez? You would trade Jones? Jones is a better outfield than Dominguez. Have a great day too, Pennsylvania. Who would you trade Jones for? And would you move Dominguez in a trade? Jason Dominguez is 21 now. Jones is 23. Jones is 23. He's 21. Who's in the majors now? Dominguez. Dominguez also has 6 years in the Yankee system. Jones is in his third. Jones went to college. Dominguez did not. He's got to keep that in mind too. Got to keep that in mind. Why would I trade Dominguez? Because Jones is better. Hmm. Yankees prospect that age, I don't know what they're on, but Derek Jeter maybe. But if you can get a good piece for him, I would move him. Just like people are willing to just trade Jones that easily. You know, why would they not trade Dominguez? Well, I would trade Dominguez to improve the team. If you can get a frontline pitcher or something like that. Well, that's the thing too. He can't really hit Dominguez. That's right, Steals. He's not as good of a hitter as Jones is. Or even Everson Pereira. So, yeah. I would shut him down. I would just have him hit lefty. I would agree. I would do the same. What has Dominguez done, Johnny, since you're laughing? What has he done that makes him untradeable? That's an easy question. Right, exactly. Steals, man. Trent Bonds is just lighting it up, baby. Trent Mantle. Mackenzie Gore. He's with the Nationals, all right. I think he's with Mackenzie. I think he's with the Nationals, right? Um, he's something. That's not enough for me, Duran. That doesn't make him untradeable. He also strikes out a lot. Mackenzie Gore, yeah, man. But Trent, steals, man. I got RJD. It's the Reggie Jackson doppelganger. He's got the stash, like the half fro, no frills. He reminds me of 70s Jackson, man. Like straight up. Straight up. He's getting at bats, Theron. He's getting them. But they're also not going to sit hot Trent Grisham for Dominguez. He does it then Mel. Mel vibe. Didn't Mel have some like Jerry curls? But he's got that Reggie look too. That half fro, like and I like the stash, man. It's like straight up working class stash right there. Like the dude is working in the lumber yards right there, man. Legit, but man. Would I go long term with him? I don't know, Dylan. It depends on what their plans are for. I wouldn't deny him an opportunity to get a big contract elsewhere. But it is a swing. It's compact. It's level. It's smart. It depends on what we can get him for, Duran. But again, that means you would be, not starting Dominguez or not starting or Jones or something like that or a Pereira. So would you be picking him over those guys? I'm not sure they would do that. So, well, that's the other thing too. Yeah. Yeah. Caskets. Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about Dominguez, really. So, but the fact of the matter is, if you can get a frontline pitcher and he has to be the piece to go, Grisham's doing better than Soto. Damn right. So are a lot of Yankees. A lot of Yankees doing better than Soto. I do think Soto will be fine, but a lot of Yankees are doing better. I know a lot of fans like that right now too. That yeah, Trent has been on fire this whole season. Steals. He's coming into his own this year. He really has. He's been really wonderful. Exactly, Soto. Who? Exactly. People talk about him too much, but whatever. Whatever. But right now, yeah, I mean he's been nothing short of invaluable for this Yankees team. And Judge has been incredible. So is Paul Goldschmidt. And Cody Bellinger's quietly heating up too, which is a good thing as well. Mm-hmm. And a better. I don't know, but Fried's been awesome, Alex, on this team. He's been awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Fried he's just straight up dealing big time right now. Steals big time, man. And I hope Cole comes back and he just goes right in there with Fried and Rodon. I hope it's a three-headed monster next year. I really do. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing so my Beagle. His confidence is going up. Devin Williams, and I'm glad he worked out of that jam last night. That was big for him. If he finished without, yeah, I mean, Fried and Grisham are like the two heroes of this year, Jake Boss. Yeah. Next roster move, my guess is it's going to be for Johnny Loizaga. Yeah, I mean, if Cole was here too, oh, baby. And if the bullpen didn't blow 5 games, right, they'd be probably at 25 wins now instead of 21 or 20. No. Mm-hmm. I think he'll get a mixture of booze and cheers. Because I did appreciate Soto for what he did here, but I can't fault him for leaving for the money. But Aside from that, he's dead to me now. So he was fired up, man. So was his team. So were the fans. So that's good to see. It's really good to see. Cole is, yeah, he's like a de facto pitching coach. He talks to Fried a lot, talks to Schmidt, talks to Rodon, talks to all these guys a lot. So which is good, giving them more insight, more perspective. So, 4-headed monster will be awesome. Big what hater on this channel, Jose? A what hater? Cole's not returning until next year, Alex. Spring training looks like. So he's going to start pitching in August, and he had dynamic bracing, so added into his Tommy John surgery. So right now he's projected as be ready for spring training. Martian hater? No, not Martian haters. We just live in reality here. Yeah, I mean, Freed's drawing comparisons. He's drawing comparisons to Wells and to Pettit and some of the prominent Yankee lefties, the great Yankee lefties. So, I'm very much looking forward to seeing him. Next batch of years when he's with us. So, and I'm looking forward to having Cole back next year. So we're going to have a rotations at hopefully full strength, which would be good too. But back to it, gang. I'm going to get back to work. So there's no game today. If anything else pops up in Yankee land, I promise you I'll get it to you. So hit that like button on the way out if you don't mind, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Anybody in here, and turn on your notifications too. Just make sure they're turned on. So when I go live, you'll know. Okay. When Martian hype. Well, it's the same thing, Steele. That doesn't make us a hater, right? And we're not the ones that bestowed this hype upon Jason Dominguez. Other people did, beat writers and whoever else. And the fact that it's not translating into the results that people are expecting is, it is what it is, right? It's crazy. Did I not go to Yankee? I did not. No, I did not go. No, and I met Mother Teresa, but I've never met a pope. You too, Steele's. Always a pleasure, man, having you on here. And if Jason stays, let him be. And I don't know why people bestowed this next Mickey Mantle, next Mike Trout. Just let him be Dominguez. The hype that it's just been unfair to him. So they might retain King. Kim, you might be right. You might be right. So, but go have a great rest of the day, everybody. Peace and love to all yous. You're the best. Okay. Appreciate all yous. And then keep you updated on everything else. Let's go. I met Mother Teresa at the United Nations. My dad used to work at the UN. And I was there with him the day Mother Teresa was there. She told my dad and I to go work in a soup kitchen. And we worked in a soup kitchen. You don't say no to Mother Teresa. So that's exactly what we did. Yankees, Henry Lane, recovering from shoulder surgery. So another highly touted Yankees pitching prospect, Henry Lane. Look at that, Jen. Thank you, Jonathan. So that's another thing to talk about. Lane is another guy that a lot of fans want up here. Thank you, Jonathan. Prime Minister, valuable intel right there. Invaluable member of the family. But go have a great day, everybody. Peace and love. See you next time.